In the past, I've recorded a number of things about my experiences in Africa in 2007, and things about the fear reflex, fight, flight, and how the animals handle that. I was lucky enough to go to Africa again this year, and it seems that what's come to me since that experience in 2013, and what's also happened in the medical literature regarding reflexes and instincts has really taken things to a new level that I'd like to share with you. There's a lot of work being done on trauma and post-traumatic stress disorder that points to how we behave when we're in very acute situations of fear. And let me be clear that we are in fear situations with our ego and almost all the time. Whenever we're thinking and behaving in the way that is just who we think we are, we're usually already operating from a fear base. But in trauma, it's very clear. There's very clear traumatic events that are based on fear, and reflexes occur from that. And we've been learning a lot about how when we actually are there in a fear reflex, we actually shut off the higher parts of our brain, and we cannot actually think. We can't really think clearly at all. We get very, very rattled, and we're in a very spinning, thinking rapidly, obsessive kind of behavior pattern, which is the way we fight now. We fight with that feeling of thinking and figuring out and wanting to know, and it becomes very anxious when we're very fearful. And we can also, of course, come up with all kinds of avoidant protective mechanisms, and in PTSD we have a lot of what we would call dissociative behaviors, which is like numbing. They're just feelings. Neutral. We don't remember. Our brain, again, is shut off. We're not actually operating the way we do when we're here now as a functioning adult. And that part of our brain, higher up in our cortex, is only available to us for better discernment when we're in our early 20s. So most of our life, we're actually operating more from this reflexive level anyway. And one of our deepest reflexes, besides fight-flight, is to shut down completely. And when we're incredibly fearful and traumatized, we actually go into like a reptilian shutdown where nothing is functioning. We really won't even have a memory. We'll be completely playing dead in order to survive. So I'm wondering if any of you who are listening to this might actually be questioning yourself about previous things that you've experienced and wondering why you didn't do something, why you didn't say something in those moments, why you didn't act on your own behalf. Because we can torment ourselves with that. And we only now know that we actually have cut off in those reflexive moments from any ability to figure anything out that will make sense. In those huge instinctual moments, we just do what we do to survive. So if any of you are feeling anything about wondering why, or feeling guilty that I didn't do anything, that I didn't fight back, or I didn't tell anybody, or I didn't say anything, I wonder if you could just welcome that in this moment with this new kind of knowledge that there wasn't a choice. We go into reflexes, and we need to welcome that. We need to welcome that experience. We need to welcome that things were what they were, that things happened, that we did what we did, or we didn't do what we didn't do. And we need to welcome that we survived, and that we're here right now. And we need to really allow, with an acceptance, the things that we've gone through. Could you let go of judging it now? Could you let go of wanting to change it? Particularly, could you let go of wanting to blame yourself in any way? And just welcome that I survived. And I'm here now. And could you open to the possibility that, that was just an experience? It had its intensity. Could you welcome that? Could you truly let go of wanting to change it, wanting to hold resentment, wanting to blame others, wanting to take vengeance? Could you just welcome those kinds of feelings? Because what to do about anything that has happened resides up here, not in your reflexes. It resides here now where you are, in your clear thinking. Can you welcome those urges to do other than that? To be really thinking and pushing and striving and angry, feeling hopeless and disempowered and questioning and self-blaming? Can you let go of these chaotic energies that form this traumatic experience as best you can? It just is what it is. Can you just welcome it and let that energy pass through a bit? It's always best, if you can, to move through all the strong opinions, the strong feelings, the strong urges, and all the weak feelings, the helpless feelings, the flight kind of feelings, or the shutdown feelings as best you can. To move through all of that. To let it go, because you're still here, and whatever you need to do will come from your highest place of thinking when you're outside of those reflexes and instincts. And this really does equate with being here in the now moment, which is where we always are, and being able to align right here, now, with what is.